Hi students, a warm greeting from iScholar. I am Dinesh Karthik in front of you. So right now in today's class we are going to see about a small activity. But before that we will just have an idea about what is robot. I hope you all should have idea about robots, right? So what is robot, what are its advantages and how much they are helpful in our society, in our day-to-day life. You might be knowing it, right? Yes. So in order to develop such big robots, we will start from the basics. So right now I am going to take class for grade 2 students and we will have an activity session also. In that activity we will just start designing a simple machine which is called as merry-go-round. Okay? But before that we will just see or look at image what is merry-go-round so that you will be able to understand. Fine. And in case students, if you have any doubts, you can always ask me and I am here to help you to solve your queries. And by the way, you have your local coordinators also there. They will also be helping you. And by the same time, you can also refer the manual. Okay? Such that you can clarify your doubts then on. Fine. So right now can we see the image of merry-go-round? Are you all ready? Yes. So here you can see the image of merry-go-round. I hope you are seeing the image clear. You can see a bottom, a thick piece provided with a handle or a block, you can also say as, which is supported by an axle, and over that we have the seating arrangement where you kids will be sitting over there, such that the person who is standing next to this particular block, he will be just placing his hand in this extender and he will rotate. So when he rotates this particular handle, the force get shifted to the gear, which is the innermost important component of this particular element, and that force from the gear is transferred to the axle. Fine? Up to this are you all clear? Okay, good. That's great. So once the force has been transferred here, the students or kids like you sitting in the chair, the supporting bed, you all will rotate. So if the person rotates in the clockwise direction, you will all be rotating in a clockwise direction. If he rotates in the backward, reverse, or you can also call as anti-clockwise direction, so you all people will be rotating in the anti-clockwise direction. So are you all clear regarding the image? And this is the activity which we all together are going to do. Fine? Any doubt till now? Fine students, that's great. Fine. So before going to this, we will just discuss what are all the important components and what is the activity and what is the outcome of this particular activity. We will discuss all those small basic things and then we can start doing this model. Fine? Fine. Okay. Listen students. Yes. So our module 1. Our module name is merry-go-round. So this is our activity for grade 2 students. If you have any doubts, students, kindly refer your manual. You can also ask your coordinators over there. And do not misplace the components in the kit. Once when we start, I will give you the instruction. Based on that, we can start building step by step. Okay? Listen it carefully. Fine? Next. So learning objectives. What are the learning objectives for this particular module? So in this module, students will build and test those models, whether it is working or not. So based on that, you should design the following techniques, and in this particular model is completely associated with gears, which is called as the term gears. And this particular component is very important. We will see what is gear in the component description one by one. Okay? So based on this gear, we can perform these 3 activities. That is, decreasing the speed of rotation, increasing the speed of rotation, and gearing at an angle. So, sir, what is decreasing the speed of rotation? See, you have seen an image in the previous slide, right? I told you. So, when a person slowly rotates the handle, so the motion will be very slow. So, you all will be rotating in a slow manner. The same, if he increases the speed, if he rotates very fast, So the same time the people sitting above also will be rotating very fast. Fine. And gearing at an angle. Sir, what do you mean by gearing at an angle? See, gear is there. As I told you, it is an innermost component of our module. And say this is an axle. Gearing at an angle implies, say if you want to shift this particular position from a particular direction. So gear will be like this and you people will be sitting in this particular manner. So that is gearing at an angle and you will be rotating in this way. Okay. So these are the three objectives of this particular module. What is the outcome? The final result. Sir, by doing this, what is the final outcome, sir? The final result is to build a simple machine, as I told you earlier, which is merry-go-round using gear. So this is our final result, right? We are all together right now to do this particular module, that is merry-go-round. So we can achieve our final result. Okay? Are you all clear, children? Up to this, are you all clear? Fine. That's great. Next. So now, students, so this is the most important section in our class today, that is components required. Without knowing these particular components, we cannot achieve our final result or we cannot build a component. What is the component name? Merry-go-round. Yes, that's great. So without this component and without you people knowing there, we cannot build this. So children, kindly pay attention and we'll have an in-depth description about the each and every components which are required to build this particular model. Fine? So can we discuss this in detail? Yes. So this is the most important and the first component for today's activity. What is it named, sir? I have already told you this particular component name is gear. So what is the definition, sir? The definition are as follow. The gear is the smallest machine with teeth. Sir, you are telling teeth, but where is the teeth? Can you see here? You have a circular shape. Over this, you have a teeth-like structure, a sharp edges. This is the smaller gear, and that is the bigger one. In this thing, you can see it clearly. You can see a circle, and at the edge, you can see the sharp edges. So this we call as either pin or gear. So what is the definition? The gear is the smallest machine with teeth used to transmit the power, as we have already discussed, right? And gear are of two types. One is 8 pin. You have 8 teeth or pin to this particular gear, and here you have 24 pin gear. You have totally 24 pins together, and this is the first and foremost component and important component also for our model, to build our model. Fine? The next component. Kindly make a note down of it and remember this, okay? This is the second component. Sir, what is this, sir? A long rod shaped structure which is like pencil. This is not a pencil, but we call this particular term as an axle. Fine? Axle. So what is the definition of axle? The axle is the central shaft for a rotating wheel or a gear. So axle is the central shaft. In the image you have seen, right? Center you have a rod like structure. So that particular rod, inner activity is termed as axle. Clear, students? Fine. The third component. This is supporting bed. The two yellow lines which is used to provide support to the kids who are sitting in the wheel shape arrangement. Fine. The fourth component. This is arm. And this particular arm is again an important component and this is placed underneath your seating arrangement. So it is placed underneath your seating arrangement. So to this the axle is connected. And where is the axle connected? That particular axle is connected to the gear. And gear is connected to the handle. Can you now link the components? Handle extender connected to the gear. So gear is connected to the axle and axle is connected to the arm. And above arm you kids are sitting. Fine? So can you able to relate? Good, that's great. The next one. The last component is handle. So I told you, right, the person used to keep his hand at this particular end. So he used to have like this and he rotates. So based upon the speed of rotation, you people will be rotating in the direction, either it is in the clockwise or anti-clockwise. Clear? Fine. The next one. And the last component is the handle extender. In the previous image, you can see the handle is too small. So in order to extend this, to provide a firm support to the person who is rotating the handle extender is given. So by extending this particular handle, the person who is rotating, it becomes easy for him. He doesn't need to put much effort. So by using this extender, it is very easy for the person to rotate you people. You will not get much of tiredness. Clear? So these are the components, children. So what are the components we discussed? Can we just recollect it? The first component is gear. The second component is supporting bed. The third one is axle. And the fourth one is arm. The fifth one is handle. And sixth one is handle extender. The last but not the least, we have our two kids, the colorful kids, like you people. So we have to assemble them. So this is the final product which we have assembled already. But in our activity, these two colorful toys will be separated. So we have to assemble one and the thing, and we have to form this structure. So these dolls are nothing but you people sitting over there. Fine? So remember, students, we can just do all this in a step-by-step detailed manner. So until this, are you all clear? That's great. Fine. It's really fun. Fine. So we can start doing this activity. Clear? Fine. So now we can see how to build this particular activity. So we can see the steps one by one, students. Fine. See, when I am letting you know the steps, kindly follow it, kindly hear and listen to what I am telling. If you have any doubts, kindly stop me and ask. In case if you feel odd to ask, you can always ask the coordinators who are next to you, because they are there to help you. By the way, and even I am here from iScholar to help you all guys. Clear? Fine. So now we will see a detailed step-by-step process to build a simple machine which is called as merry-go-round. Fine. So in front of you, you can see two steps. Step 1 and step 2. Now you can open your manual by your side, and you can open your kit also. Okay. So when I telling you each and every component, kindly identify it correctly and place it so that we can construct. And even the coordinators over there, kindly be with the students, help them out in identifying the right component and whether they are placing it right on the blocks. Clear to all of you? Yes. Thank you. Thank you guys. And step 1, there are two components used in the step 1. One is the red color building block. The second one is white, thin white structured block. So what have we done? Step 1, first white block is placed, and above that, towards one end, the red color block is attached above it. Clear? Now we can see the step 2 and we can start doing step 1 and 2 put together. Fine. So step 1 is clear. Have you all identified these two blocks? Good. Step 2, same similar red color block we have to take, followed by two dotted red color small block. Okay. So take these two and take the bigger one and put this side. In the step 1, we have placed towards that side, right? Just adjacent to that, place another red block. So you will get up to this. And after that, with this small red color building block, take this and attach it towards the end. Okay? So attach it towards the end. So this particular end should be attached with the small red block. So can we do this? Step 1 and 2? Yes. Identify the components correctly and coordinate is, please guide the students over there. Do not mismatch or do not place things wrongly or do not lose the things. If any block is missed, we cannot proceed. Okay? You can also use your manual to see the step-by-step instruction. Clear? It will be very much clear to you. Fine? So now can we do this? Yes.
So students, as you have seen the image in front of you, we shall do step number 1 and 2 right now. So from your kit, take this white block and a red block. Can you see this? Yes. So what we have seen in the step 1, we have to fix this particular block to this end. Can you see? Leaving this side, so just press red block this side. And in step number 2, we have to take the same red block and we have to fix it this side, this particular end where we have given the gap. Okay, just press it this side. So you will be forming a product like this. Can you see? A T-shaped structure, leaving this particular end free. Okay, and in step 2, we have to take the small 2 dotted red block. We have to take this and we have to place it this end. Just take this block and press it. Can you see? Yes. So do it. So this is the output of step number 1 and 2. Clear? The same thing as you have seen in the image. So have you all completed? Yes, coordinators, please help the students. Okay, fine. So we will see the image of the next step.
So students, I hope you all have completed the step 1 and 2. Yeah, that's great. So now we can move to step 3 and step 4. Listen carefully. So now we have to take 2 dotted small white color block. Just see a manual, keep the manual in front of you, and students in the group, kindly take care of the manual also. So 2 dotted small or thin white block is taken 2 in numbers. Take 2 in numbers, and the step 2 what we have obtained in the previous step, that is this particular thing, just turn it upside down. Just turn it upside down and place these 2 dotted small white blocks in the red color one. Are you all able to follow? Okay? Fine. Step 4, we have to take the 2 dotted red color block. 2 dotted red color block, 2 in numbers, and turn your product. Now we have turned it upside down, right? Now turn it in the correct position and place this 2 dotted red block above this particular red blocks, this end and this end, to the extreme ends. Place these 2 dotted red blocks in this end and this end. Okay, so can we do this? Can we do step 3 and step 4? Any doubts or confusion over there? Okay, fine. So we can do step 3 and step 4.
So as you have seen the image, we shall do step 3 and 4. So from your kit, take the 2 dotted white blocks, 2 in number. Can you see? Take this 2 dotted white blocks. We have 2 dots here. Take this 2 in number. Okay? And you have already completed one design, right, which is obtained from step number 1 and 2. So take that in your hand and just turn it upside down. So you will get this formation. So now what you have to do, you have to take this 2 dotted block and place it this end and the top end. Okay, just take it and press it at this end. Similarly, take another block and press it at this end. Can you see? So the 2 white blocks have been fixed here. Can you see here? Fine. So now turn this just back to the original form, and now you have to take the 2 dotted red block, 2 in number. Okay, take these blocks 2 in number as you have seen in the image, and now you have to place it above this end and this top end. So take this and press. Can you see this end and this end? Can you see here? This end and this end. These 2 ends. You have to place the 2 red blocks. So this is the final product obtained from step 3 and 4. So now we will see the next step image, step 5 and 6.
Students, have you all completed? Fine. Now let's move on to the next step, the important step of construction of the axle. Okay, that is step 5 and step 6. In your kit, you will be having a long pencil shaped structure, a long rod. So in our product or in our activity, this particular long rod is called as, can anyone answer? Yes, that's great. It is called as axle. You can see here. Take this 1. Take this 1 in number, and you have small supporting screw-like structure which has been yellow in color with a plus symbol over it. So take that 2 small dots, that structure 2 in numbers. Coordinators, please help the students to identify this particular thing correctly. A small screw-like structure. Take 2 in numbers with an axle, that is the long rod. Okay. So see here, place your rod and insert the 2 supporting structures from one end, either from this side or this side, and push it down by leaving some gap. See, can you see a gap over here? Do not press it completely. From any of the end, you can just insert it to, say, from top to bottom. Just insert one and keep it here, leaving a distance. Similarly, you can just insert the second one above it, so that these 2 screws come in contact by leaving a gap over there. So once you have completed the step number 5, this particular axle must be inserted in a final product which has been obtained from step 4. So this is our step 4 product, right? So we have done up to this. So now what you have to do? We have to insert this particular axle in the center by placing these 2 yellow screws facing downwards. Okay. Have you all observing it? Fine. So what is the step number 6? Take similar white block, which is big one, thinner one. Take this and you have to put it over the axle. Just insert the white rod such that it forms like a lock to the bridge like structure and this side. Just press this and form a block, a thick block. Fine? Okay. So can we do step number 5 and 6? Okay.
Yes. So now from your kit, as you have seen in the image, take an axle from your kit. See here, an axle, a long axle. Okay, and I am placing it here. And take the 2 supporting screws. Can you see here? It is very tiny. So coordinators, please help the students to take this. 2 small screws. Okay. So now take the axle, take the screw and just drop it from the top. Okay. So from any sideways you can just insert it, leaving a gap over here. Okay, you have to leave some gap. Similarly, take another screw and just press it from the top end of the axle. So now you will be having this particular form. Can you see? You have to leave a gap here and you can just insert the 2 screws one above the other such that these 2 come in contact, and you have to leave a small gap because we have to fix this axle in a product which is obtained from step number 4. So now take your product which has been obtained from step number 4 and we have to just insert this axle here. Can you see? You have to just place this axle here. Okay? Can you see here? Okay. So now in step 6, as you have seen in the image, we have to take this white block. Okay? We have to take this thin white block and we have to just insert it from the top of the axle such that it fixes. It will be strong such that you form this shape. So now the axle is kept in the center and it is steady. It will not move. Fine, can you see? Can you see here? Okay. So keep this aside. So until this we have completed. So now we can see the image of step number 7 and 8. Okay. The next step.
So now we can do the step number 7 and 8. So in step number 7 you have to take 2 dotted small white blocks, 4 in numbers. Have your manual by your side and by the same way observe here clearly. Do not talk, concentrate and do. So take 2 dotted white blocks, 4 in numbers, and this particular 2 dotted white blocks must be placed above the white strip which we have completed doing it in the step number 6. So this is the final product which has been obtained in step number 6. So we have also placed that white rod, right? White color block has been placed here. So above that, on the top end, leaving axle 1 dot this side and that side, place 1 white block towards the end, and just opposite to that just place 3 white blocks over here. Okay? Fine. In step number 8, you have to take in your kit, you will be having 4 dotted thin green color building block. Can you see? Fine. And you have to take the gear, 24 pin gear you have to take. Okay. So now what you have to do, you have to take the green block and you have to just press it on the other side. Are you all seeing it? Yes, towards the end, and just insert the gear from the top side of the axle, such that you will be having this particular image. Are you all clear, students? Any doubts as of now? You can refer your manual. By the way, you can ask your coordinators also, and same to me, and we are here to help you out in all the situations. Fine? So can we do step number 7 and 8? Fine. We can start doing it.
So as you have seen the image, from your kit, take this 2 dotted white blocks, 4 in number. We are going to do now step number 7. So once you have taken this, we have to place this in the product which is obtained from step number 6. See carefully. So I am taking one white block and I am placing it this end. Okay, and similarly you have to place the remaining 3 blocks towards this side. Okay, so I am taking one and I am placing it here. Similarly the next one next to it, and the third one next to it, such that this end one white block and this end the other 3, followed by one after the other. And this is the step number 7. Okay, and the next step, in 8th step, we have to take this 4 dotted green block and a gear, 24 pin gear. Okay, can you see? Yes, already we have seen the image. So now take this product and just take this green block and you have to fix it this end, in one which you have placed the 3 white blocks consecutively, one after the other. And now take your gear and just drop it from the top of the axle. Can you see? I am just inserting it from the top. Insert it slowly. So can you see? You can get this particular image or this particular product is obtained from step number 8. So until this, are you all clear? Any doubts? You can ask. Fine. So now we can see the next step, step number 9.
Have you all completed till step number 8? Yes. And now we are going to do step number 9. Almost we have completed. Still we have other 3 to 4 more steps to complete. So just carefully listen the 9th step. So from your kit, we have to take the long red color block. You will be having 8 dots in it. Okay, 2 in numbers, and you have to take the handle, 1 in number, and the handle extender again 1, and connectors you will be having small black color connectors. Just coordinators help the students to take it. You will be having connectors in your kit. Take that 2 in numbers, and one screw like structure you will be having, a small screw like structure you will be having. Take that 1 in number and followed by the 8 pin gear. Coordinators, please take care of the students to identify the components properly. Be side with them. Okay, so have you all taken? Yes. So now what you have to do, take one red color block, as I have told you, 8 dotted block, and insert the connectors by leaving one hole from that side and one hole from this side. Place the connectors over here. So once this is done, we have to just simply attach the other red color block towards this, such that these two becomes in contact. And after that, what you have to do, we have to take the screw like structure and we have to insert the 8 pin gear towards this side, and the screw you will be having one end which has been like softened. You will be having one end a thick dot like structure, and the other end you will be having a plus symbol. So insert the gear in such a way that it faces the dotted structure. Okay. So once you have done this, just take this particular small component which you have done, and you have to insert it in the center to the component what you have designed right now. So in this, just leave another hole and this side hole, just leave this particular screw in the center, so that you will form this sort of an image. Fine. And to the other end, which is free over that side, you can just insert the handle. Fine. So can we do step number 9? So any doubts? So after completing this, and once we have inserted the handle, just insert the handle extender. Okay. So our final product from step number 9 is this one. So once this is done, or once this is designed, what we have to do, we have to take this and we have to just press it on the block which you have already made it ready. Above the green color block, you have to just press it, leaving the extender aside. Okay, just do this.
So have you all seen the step number 9? So now we shall start doing it. So from your kit, take this long red block. You have 8 dots over there. Take this 2 in number. Okay. Take this 2 in number. Okay. And you have to take one handle. One handle you have to take, and then handle extender, small yellow colored shape, and you have to take 2 connectors, coordinators. Please help the students to identify the correct components and do not mismatch any component. Be careful in that, and do not misplace also. Can you see small connectors? And you have to take a screw leg structure. In one end it will be soft, that it will be a dot like structure over there, followed by a long rod, a short thing. You have to take this and then 8-pin gear. So these are the important components for step number 9. So now what you have to do, you have to take these 2 long rods. Take one, and from one end you have to just, leaving the first hole, insert this on the second thing. Similarly, from the last, leave one hole and just insert the connector this way. So now you will be having this structure. You can see. Okay. And now take the other long rod and just bring and bring this together. Okay. And just press it. You will hear a tick sound, such that they both come in contact. Okay. So now can you see? Can you see here 2 dots? So now we have made it together. After this, take your screw structure which I have already told you, and this dot should be in the front side, and you have to take the 8-pin gear. You have to just insert it this way, such that it moves completely and fixes the end. So after this, just insert this particular rod in the center. Can you see? So already we have left 2 holes, one top and one bottom, the end, and after this you have to leave these 2 holes and just insert the screw in the center. Can you see? In the center. Okay. Can you see here? Fine. So once this is done, so now you have to take the handle and the handle extender. So now take this component, just hold this and just insert the handle at this end, the opposite end. Okay, such that you can rotate. Can you see? And now take the handle extender and just fix it. Fine. So this is the product which is obtained from step number 9. So now take the product which you have completed till step number 8, and this is the product which is obtained from step number 9. So now what we have to do, we have to turn it this side such that the green color comes this side. Okay, and now this particular product which is obtained from step number 9 should be placed above this green color dotted block. Okay, so now I am taking this and I am just placing it towards the green color block. Okay, just place it above and press it. That's it. Can you see here? Can you see here? Can you see? So just the handle and the extender comes that side. Can you see? So now keep this product aside. So now we can see the step number 10. Okay.
So students, we have completed till step number 9. So can we proceed to step number 10? Any doubts as of now? Coordinators, kindly guide the students, be with them. Yeah. So we can do step number 10. So in step number 10, children, from your kit, you have to take the supporting beds which you have seen in the image, 2 in numbers and 4 dotted green block, thinner green block, 3 in numbers and an arm. Identify these 3 components correctly and take 1 green block and have it aside, and on the top of it take another 2 green blocks and put it this side and that side, such that you will be getting an image like this or a product like this. First underneath one and top of that just insert the other remaining 2 green blocks, such that you will have this particular image. So once you have completed this, in step 3 what we have to do, we have to take the 2 supporting beds and place it at the center, leaving the 4 dotted gap here, this side and that side. Place the supporting beds at the center, and the next thing, just turn this particular product upside down and turn this. Underneath you have to fix the arm facing downwards. Okay, so you will be getting a design like this. So can we do step number 10? Yes.
So in step number 10, as you have seen the image, we have to take 3 green blocks, small green blocks, 3 in number, with the arm, a small 4 dotted round cylindrical structure, and 2 supporting beds. Can you see? As you have seen in the image, right? Yes. So now take 1 green block and take another one and place this aside. Similarly, take another green block and just press it this side, such that you will have the structure. Okay, the long structure. Underneath we have this structure. Okay, take this, and above this take the supporting bed and place it at the center and press. So now you will be getting this form. Okay, and just turn this upside down, take the arm and just put it in the center. Can you see? So top you have the supporting bed and underneath we have the arm. Okay, step number 10 is complete. Fine. So now we have to assemble the toys. So now we can see the image how to assemble the toys.
So have you all completed? Yes, almost we have completed, and this is the most important step. We have to assemble the doll like you people. Fine? So can we assemble? Yeah. So in your kit you will be having two handset, a toy which is a leg component, and you will be having a face followed by the cap. Just first take the leg component, and above that insert the two-handed component with the shirt, and above that attach your face, and on the top press the cap. Similarly, you will be having another girl toy. Same, take the first leg component of her followed by the two-handed components and a face, and you will be having a hair-like component over there. Okay, just fix them and just bend, the two components, make them in the sitting posture, because you people have to sit, right? Good. And make them in the sitting posture, and just fix them on the product which we have designed from step number 10, this end and that end. Clear? Yes, we can do the toy.
So from your kit you can take the two leg components given, the red color structure, two red color leg components, and you have two hand component like this. One will be in white and orange, and you have two face components. Can you see? And you have a cap, two face, and for the girl you have this hair given, and for the boy you have the cap. So now we have to just assemble it. Just take the leg and take this shirt and just press it, okay, and take the face, just put it up, and take the cap and just press it, okay. So you have designed a boy doll, and just bend him such that they will in the sitting posture. Just bend this. Coordinators, please guide the students. Similarly, just fix the girl toy. Just take the leg followed by the shirt, and you have the face component given. Just fix it, and you have the hair, okay, and similarly bend such that she is also in the same sitting posture. Can you see these two? They both are ready now to go for a ride. Okay, so now take the product which you have completed in step number 10. Now take these two toys and just place them in this end and this end in the sitting posture. Okay. Can you see here? Can you see? The two toys have been placed in the sitting posture.
So have you all completed assembling the toys? Yes, this is the last step in our activity. So once you have designed the particular toys and you have assembled them in the seating structure with an arm, the last thing is you have to just keep the arm being fixed to the axle. That's it. Our activity is completed. Our merry-go-round is finished. Are you all happy? Yes. Great, that's great. So now you can just rotate the merry-go-round with the handle over there. So can we do this particular step? Yes. So once if we do this, we have completed and we can just see the demo by rotating the handle. Okay? Fine.
Now the last thing is that we have to take the product which you have designed and the last thing, and see here the arm fixes the axle. Okay, just place this above. That's it. Our merry-go-round is finished. Can you see axle? We have to just insert the arm. Clear? So now shall we go for a ride? Yes. So place your hand on the extender and now we'll rotate them. See? See how beautifully they are rotating? Are you all doing this? So I am moving this in the forward direction. So they are rotating in the clockwise. Now I am rotating in the anti-clockwise direction. Can you see? They are just returning backside. Okay? So now students, I am increasing the speed. See here. See how speed they are rotating. Same, I am rotating in the backward direction. Can you see the type of rotation, clockwise and anti-clockwise? So can you see here? I am rotating. So now my hand is in the handle extender and I am rotating it. So since I am rotating it, the force is transferred to the gear. Can you see here? So once I rotate, this 8-pin gear starts rotating. So once this 8-pin gear is rotating, since the 8-pin is attached to the 24-pin gear, the force is getting transferred to the big gear, that is the 24-pin gear. So when I rotate this extender, these two gears rotate. And how this axle is getting rotated? Because this axle is connected to the gear. So the force now gets transferred to the axle from the gear. So once the axle starts rotating, you people sitting above will be rotating on the top. So now can you understand the clockwise and anti-clockwise? So it depends upon how we rotate, the forward direction and the backward direction. So students, just observe this carefully. We have this doll being seated in this particular position. Okay. So now we have to calculate the ratio such that how much rotation or the full rotation takes place to make this doll to sit in the same position. Okay. Just observe this. So I am now moving this handle or the handle extender which has been attached to the 8-pin. So now one rotation I have done. Okay. Such that the 8-pin gear also moves and even the 24-pin gear also moves. So this is not the position which we require. We want the girl to be back in the same position. So one rotation we have completed. Just see. So now the second rotation is completed. And now this is the third. Okay. So now we need 3 rotations to complete one complete rotation of the doll, such that it comes back to the same position. And now the ratio is 1:3. Fine. For one rotation to complete, to make it complete, we need 3 more rotations to be done. So what have we concluded right now? So for one rotation of the 24-pin, we have to rotate the 8-pin gear 3 times, such that the ratio comes as 1:3. Have you all understood? Fine.
So students, I hope you have enjoyed this session very much, and I really thank those who have supported from that side, especially the coordinators and the teachers. I really thank you. And students, if you have any doubt, you can always feel free to contact us, and we are here to help you out. Okay? Just design it, and I hope you all should enjoy. Until then, signing off from you all. Bye. Have a nice day.